Alright, so we're here at IEM Sydney with Sico from Grayhound. First question, I guess, how does it feel to be the token Kiwi in Grayhound?
Feels good, man. You know, Gratisfaction was the token Kiwi before, so I've basically just gone in and done the same thing. But yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool to be the New Zealand guy.
Yeah, they just keep swapping out their Kiwi as they roll through.
They actually have, 3 Kiwis too.
Is a quota like secretly in the contract that just says, we must have one Kiwi?
Yeah, can't be for Aussies, mate. It has to be one Kiwi.
Yeah.
100%.
So is there, obviously the countries, they're very similar, right? So I'm assuming you can just jump in with a team full of Aussies and just be like, we're the same thing, let's roll.
100%. Yeah, especially when you're playing online, basically. You just, doesn't matter. Just a little bit of ping difference, but... Yeah.
There's nothing like comms-wise, right? Like you're all in English.
Yeah. Just you have to get used to the accent, which is pretty easy, honestly. Very easy. It's just a bit different.
The accent's fine.
Yeah.
Like I guess, I don't think I have a Kiwi accent, and then I travel somewhere else, and they're like, "Oh, do you got an accent?" It's just like, "Oh, do I?"
Yeah. 100%.
You don't notice it.
Yeah.
If we're looking at IEM Sydney, I guess the way to describe Greyhound at IEM Sydney would be bittersweet, right?
Yeah, 100%.
So close.
Yeah. So close, mate. No cigar.
Can you, I guess, talk through what the thought process was like when you were so close to getting to the playoffs? You're there and you're like, if we just get these rounds, was that always in the mind of let's get to the playoffs, let's get to the stage?
Yeah, but I was always saying to the guys right before the games and stuff, there's still no pressure. People still don't expect us to make stage. Let's just keep having fun, and you just perform a lot better if you don't put that sort of pressure on yourself. I mean, if you make stage, that's great, but we've already exceeded expectations. So that was just going to be a bonus. We made stage, but we really pushed for it. But yeah, it was just about having fun and trying to perform our best. And yeah, we did get very close, but it just wasn't meant to be.
Yeah. But one thing before you got to the sort of bitter ending is you had the sweet knockout of FaZe.
Yeah.
What was running through everyone's head at the end of that? You've just knocked out top 5 team.
Just a lot of emotion, really. It just feels really good. I mean, they didn't have their star player Nico, but still have 3 major winners. And yeah, they're just insane players. And they've been around for so long. Top of the scene, basically, for a long time. So yeah, it was a great win for us, really. Felt really good.
So you guys get to, I guess, play a lot of the European teams and I guess the top teams often, or is it just when, lucky strikes?
Never, that's the thing. We actually have to go over there. And it's normally just if you qualify for a tournament, you can boot camp a week before. And you just play as much as you can because we don't get that quality practice in Australia. So you just have to utilise your time properly when you're over there. Yeah.
With the difference in styles, between all of the regions, do you think that puts you at a bit of a disadvantage when you go up against these EU teams? You're not practiced against that style?
100%. You get away with so much easy stuff in Australia. The teams just either individually aren't good enough and you can just do whatever. And you'll think it's going to work when you play the top Euro teams, but you get punished instantly. We had really bad T-sides all event. It's just because most of it was just simple stuff where we think we could do it in Australia, but just get absolutely punished by the top teams in Europe.
Yeah, so it just sort of puts you in that false sense of security, right?
Basically, yeah.
I guess Aussie is sort of a box, and the teams all just play within that box.
Yeah, there's a lot less teams as well.
Yeah,
compared to Europe,
and a lot less teams in the coming future. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But if we're talking about a lot less teams, I don't know how much you can say, but what happened with Icon?
With Icon? Oh, man. In terms of the roster not being that good.
Yeah, from the outside, right, it's okay, Tainted rebranded, cool.
Yeah.
It's Icon. And now everyone's gone.
Oh, right. Yeah, it was just bad timing, really. They changed the Icon and got the investors or whatever, and it was just the team was basically splitting. We had players, off New Zealand going to Chiefs. I was off to Greyhound. You know what I mean? So it was just unfortunate timing, but yeah. The team just sort of went their separate ways because it wasn't really working out too well for us.
So I guess before that split, was everybody just not on the same page, or was there something there was a conscious decision? Hey guys, we're gonna separate.
Yeah, we were just struggling with results, and one day off Nizusi just came and said they're just dipping to Chiefs, and everyone was just it wasn't really working, so it's basically the right decision to make, really.
So no one, in terms of the players, were really surprised. It was okay, I can see why.
It was a little surprise. We didn't expect it to happen at that time, but it was I can understand the decision. And it worked out well for me anyway, because I got the Greyhound offer straight away. So I was pretty pleased as well.
All right. If we look back at New Zealand, and we've got Esports there, I know the last guys talked to you a lot about that, but I'm going to specifically ask about Let's Play Live.
Yeah.
How's your interaction with them been in terms of a big TO over in New Zealand?
Yeah, it's a pretty decent tourney. Like, it's good to see New Zealand try pump out a decent tourney. I only played one season, last season. Overall, it was pretty good. Like, the venue's good. They just basically need to get better monitors, and that would basically sort it out. But they're getting there. The PCs and all that were good. The setup was good. But yeah, just need better monitors, and it could be actually a quality LAN.
I'll note that down, take that back to the house, get your monitors sorted. If we're sort of looking around now, where's next for Grayhound? Do you have a tournament you guys are lined up for?
So we got Pro League. I think it's in France. We obviously have to qualify for it first in Australia. That's coming up in the next few weeks. And then we'll have the minor qualifiers for the major and all that in a month or two, I think. So yeah, I think those are the two next big ones. But yeah, just all the big tourneys coming up, we just have to perform in basically.
When you play these like Aussie closed or even open qualifiers, you go in sort of like, oh, we should win this easy. We're already looking forward to the tournament or something like that.
I mean, we're obviously expecting to win, but it's like we still know it's going to be tough. Like, the teams know us really well in Oz, so like they can still beat us if they have their day. But yeah, we're obviously confident going into all our games in Oz, and we do expect to win them. But yeah.
Yeah. Is there some weird Achilles heel that you guys know about Renegades? Because somehow you guys seem to be like the best shot at Renegades every time you go up against them.
Yeah, I think that's just because it's like the Aussie derby. Like, there's probably a bit of pressure on Renegades not to lose to like the top Oz team because they're expected to be better, and Grayhound probably has a really good style against them or something. But yeah.
Okay. With Grayhound, like as a team and as an organisation, I guess one word to describe them would just be a living meme at this point.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, see your new jerseys with the Hawaiian shirt sleeves and everything.
That's good stuff.
Do you find that, I guess, has a real fun atmosphere in the org?
Yeah, it's really it was really welcoming for me when I joined. Good bunch of dudes and all that. As you said, they're very memey and stuff. It's just good natured. It's good branding. It's just good guys, good people to be with.
They give you a bathrobe when you show up in your branded bathrobe.
Yeah.
Did you play in the New Zealand scene before you jumped ship, or were you always just sort of...
I played in the New Zealand scene for Counter-Strike Source like ages ago. That's when the scene was actually not too bad. But
that doesn't bode well for its future then?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously going to be a lot slower, but maybe in the long future. I don't see it in the near future. But yeah, basically I jumped into my first pro team was straight into Oz team. So there was really no New Zealand CSGO scene at all. It's just straight Oz.
So if there's any, I guess, Kiwi players out there who are like, I think I'm good, I want to get into this professionally, you think you're going to have to hop over to Australia eventually?
Yeah, I mean, you can play from New Zealand, right, because it's just ping. But yeah, you're probably going to have to play for an Australian team. I mean, at this rate, 100% you have to play for an Australian team, unless New Zealand somehow blew up in the future.
Hopefully. But New Zealand has better internet anyway, so...
Yeah, it actually does. Not ping-wise, but it's way more stable.
Yeah, you're not dropping out every minute.
Yeah, and the download speeds and all that are much better.
All right. Thanks a lot, man.
Cool, man.
Cheers for talking.
Cheers.
And I'll let you run off.